Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my fake tan routine and also how I apply my Glow Up Beauty Luxury Mousse. So if you're interested to see how I get on, then just continue to watch.
That's what I like about you. So dangerous, I get this rush.
So hi guys, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Juliet and I do 3 videos a week on all sorts. I do lots of beauty, fashion and lifestyle. So if that's the kind of thing you're interested in, there is a little subscribe button down there in red somewhere. I would love for you to click that and stick around. It's completely free and entirely up to you. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. So this video has long been overdue. I know that so many people have asked for me to do an updated fake tan routine. I did one, gosh, it's probably over a year ago now, and a lot of things have changed. My main thing being the fact that I now use my own fake tan, but also I just wanted to show you exactly how I do it. So it doesn't matter what fake tan I use, you can adapt this with anyone. Obviously I'm going to be using mine because not only are people interested in my routine, they're also interested to see how this goes on, what colour I use, how it applies, how I apply it, what I use to apply it, everything like that. So yeah, let's just get straight into today's video. Okay, so let's start with skin preparation. So who else has tanned over fake tan? Because I know I have a lot in the past, and the main reason being is tan can be really stubborn to get off, I find anyway. It seems to fade really fast on my face and on my hands, as you can see, but I have still got remnants of tan. See here, I get a lot of remnants like here in my cleavage and also around my ankles. So I'm going to show you a close-up of me doing my ankles. So a few things that I like to use. I love a salt scrub. This is actually from Home Bargains. It's only about £3 I think, and it's an oil, like a coconut oil based scrub. Now I wanted to try and create one of these, but honestly the price of this is amazing. It smells beautiful and I love to use this in the bath or the shower, and it really moisturises your skin at the same time. So I love to try and prime my skin using that. However, tan is, like I say, really difficult to get off. So I like to use an exfoliating mitt. Got my own exfoliating mitts now, check me out. But also I'm trialling this. So this isn't the end product, well, it's the end product minus a few bits, and this isn't the end bottle either, but I'm currently formulating a tan eraser. I've never used a tan eraser until I created Glow Up because I just didn't really think that they would be any good, if I'm completely honest. I'll show you this maybe like here, and also I'll show on my ankles because this is just incredible. Okay, so this is the area that's probably going to show you the most because I always get tan left here on my ankle and my foot. It just fades the least here. So yeah, I will show you. Okay, now watch this. Can you see that? Where I've just tan erased? Like you can actually see the line. You can see it all coming off on the glove, which is actually disgusting. So yeah, like I say, it's actually better to do that in the shower. I've just rinsed off and gave everywhere a bit of a scrub. You can see that now I'm looking pale. You don't have to use a tan eraser, an exfoliating glove is enough, but like I just really like that product, so hence me doing it. You want to make sure you extra exfoliate places like elbows, hands, knees, anywhere where you get hard skin, extra exfoliate there. Then what I like to use is, a lot of people use moisturiser. I like to use a body oil. I personally find that it really moisturises my skin and it makes my tan go on better. I'm hoping to do my own body oil at some point. I have so many ideas, but for now I've been using the Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Cream, which is a miracle oil. I really like this. Aldi do a version, a cheaper version, but I really like to use this. You want to, again, make sure you concentrate on places like elbows and hands and knees, anywhere where you get dry skin. Moisturize a little bit more to make sure you get an even tan. Also in preparation, if you want to shave, I always recommend shaving 24 hours before you tan, which I've gone against today because I've just shaved for this video. Reason being though, tan can get into your pores, so if you do shave right before tanning, make sure you rinse them under really, really cold water to try and close those pores up. And yeah, just be a bit careful because your skin will be more sensitive after shaving. I always find like areas like this, I get a bit drier as well, so I tend to moisturise there and also on the inside of my elbows here, because I find that is where tan can also go a bit dodgy. Okay, and the last thing I've done is I've just cleansed my face. So as you can see, I am nice and pale now, ready to go. Extremely pale on these bits. So like I say, I'm going to try and show you as best application as I possibly can, because obviously doing tan, I do it naked. And no one wants to see that, so I'm going to try and do it as best as possible. Now that all my skin is prepped and ready, I'm going to use my Glow Up Tanning Mitt. So this is the Black Velvet Mitt that I'm going to use with a thumb. So this is the shade I use, Ultimate Dark. And another top tip is to start from the down up, because if you do the top first, then when you're bending over to do your legs, you're gonna like creep, well, I get my rolls here and like my arms you'll roll over, so you'll end up making like creases. So I always start with my legs, so that is what we're gonna do first. So give it a good shake, don't be shy on the product that you use. So again, this is Ultimate Dark, and what you wanna do is you wanna smooth it on. Now this tan has got a really nice velvety texture, and it doesn't streak as far as I'm aware. I've even tried to mess it up, and that hasn't worked yet. Don't be shy with how much you use. Make sure you get, this bit is a tricky bit down here. Make sure you get behind your ankle bone. So that's after initial application. So I've just done this one and I've not done this one, and like you can see, the guide isn't massively dark, and the main reason for that is I wanted to try and keep transference down to 0. So that is one done, and that is not done. So let's do the other leg. As for the front, I'm going to show you as best as possible. Again, it's just so tricky to show fake tan on a video, but I will start by doing my arms so you can see how the arms apply. Here is probably the palest bit, so it will be a really good indication. Before you do, take all your jewellery off or anything that you need to. And I also advise I use my brush now for my hands as well, so make sure that is at the ready. So I'll start my arms to show you. I do start at the top here. You can see how velvety soft it is and how smooth it goes on. Make sure you've got no deodorant on or anything like that as well, and work that in, making sure you do all the way around, and then carry on down here. So I'm just trying to show you on camera as best as possible. I've done all my arm. Bend your elbow, make sure you do that. Do your elbow and your fingers with whatever's left over. So I like to assume the claw position, and do my hand with what's left over. You want to make sure that you don't go down onto your hand too much, and you also want to do this action so that you get the white lines in there. So I try to get inside as much as I can with the mitt, but then what I will do is I will squirt a little bit on to the brush, and I will use the brush to do the insides, just so it gives a light coat and you don't get like the weird white bits, and also it blends it out a little bit around your wrist. That is one arm done. I'm going to work across my chest and then go down the other arm. So I also tend not to do my neck with the mitt, because I will do my neck with the brush in a second. Okay, now I'm quickly going to discuss back, and I'm this close up because this is the only place I'm going to have to show you with nothing on. My back, I try and do as much as I can from the front. do as far round as I can reach. So if you're anything like me, this is what you're going to be left with. Pretty much a section of your back which is white. But this is where this comes in, and this is the best invention in the world, and this is my back tanner. So I'm going to show you how I use it. So what you want to do is you want to get the middle of your back tanner and you want to squirt your product onto the middle here, like so. And then I'm hopefully going to be able to show you by turning round. And that is it. That is how you do that middle section on your back. Honestly, how easy is it? Right, let's get on to the last bit. Tricky bit, the face. Okay, the face. Number one, moisturise, moisturise, moisturise. It is so important to moisturise your face before you tan, to stop dry spots. I love to use the Ordinary moisturiser because this is the natural moisturising factors. It is a really decent thick moisturiser. You'll see when it goes on. It's lovely and creamy but not too heavy. It doesn't block the pores, but it is a great base for my tan. I always love to use this one. Another tip is do the neck at the same time. I always find the brush is easier to do your neck. The other little tip, if you are blonde, try not to get it in your hair. I'm not gonna lie, I have got it in my hair last time I fake tanned, so I have a bit of orange root going on. Also, make special attention if you've got any blemishes or spots. Make sure they are really moisturised because tan will cling to them. Next thing I recommend to use is some kind of coaster. I'm hoping to try and bring out a really nice kind of mixing palette for your tan, but I use this coaster that is on my dressing table, just a really nice sparkly one. And then you get your tan, give it a shake and put a pump onto whatever you're going to use. Now personally, you can mix with this with moisturiser if you like, but I tend to just use it like this. So you get your brush, mine has been used as you can see, so you get your brush and you do sections. So I start with bottom, and I go over to this side and then bridge the gap with what is remaining. Then I do my forehead, down my T-zone. Again, you want to try, it's so hard to do this in the viewfinder, you want to try and get into your hairline but without making your hair orange, which is really difficult when you've got white blonde hair like me. Don't forget to do underneath your eyebrows and blend that bit in by your brow bone, because you don't want this to just look like two lines running up your nose. And then with what's left, I run across my eyelid and underneath, because I just use the excess on my brush, and I do the same for my nose. You can generally feel that your brush is moist from the tan anyway. And then I do over to my ears, because you don't want to have pale ears. And then finally I do my neck, sometimes down to my décolletage, I can never say that word, décolletage. But yeah, I also use the brush down my neck, and you do your initial couple of strokes and then I do it in a circular motion because you don't want to look like a zebra, and then down to where you will have done your tan. I also rub the brush around the back of my neck just to make sure that I've got all those places, and that is me all done. If you do have any left, you want to go and check your hands or anything like that, and that is it. Head to toe tanning application with all my tips and tricks. If I think of anything else, I will do them on voiceovers whilst I'm tanning, and then I will be back to show you what this looks like after it's developed. Just thought I'd come back and give you an update. Please excuse the mess on the bed. It has been about 4 hours now. This is what it's looking like in daylight. So you can see this is my face now. And chest, a spot here, so please ignore that. That is what I'm looking like in the daylight anyway, so gives you a good indication. See my legs, just to try and give you an idea of how it is developing. Okay, so it's actually been like 8 hours now, so I can actually wash this off now if I wanted to. I'll turn it around in a second so you can see, but this is how it's looking. So this is what it's looking like on my face. My hands, nice, no streaks. I'm going to keep this on tonight, and for the main reason of showing you transference. The one amazing thing I love about this tan is I haven't had any transference yet. I've had the tiniest bit the once, because what I did was I doubled up on the Ultimate Dark just to see how dark I could actually get the tan. Everybody that has tested it have not had any transference, but I'm going to go to bed on my white sheets and show you in the morning what it looks like. So this is what my legs are looking like as of now. Ignore my baby gate bruise. Don't mums all have those? So yeah, it's looking a really nice colour, and I'm going to leave it overnight just to show you what overnight does, transference, and yeah, we'll go from there. Night, guys. So this is like the next morning. This is after I've slept in it overnight. I've kept the bed open to show you. I'll pop the light on. Personally think there is the tiniest bit. I do think like it looks a little darker than that side to where I sleep, but it's not to the point where I would wash this. Like, you know when you get transference and you can really tell. Like, I don't think that looks dirty. There's none on my pillow at all. I'm going to pop in the shower and I will show you what it looks like when I get out. Okay, so this is straight out of shower. Another tip is dab, don't rub when you first get out of the shower. Mattress walk past. Just so you don't rub any tan off. But then also I will dry oil moisturise now, and then every time I have a shower I just use those body puffs to do a light exfoliation every time in the shower, and I think that makes your tan fade so much better. But this is the colour of the Ultimate Dark. I'm just going to see if I can get my back in somehow, so you can see that it's nice and all one colour. No batches. Oh, hands, no white knuckles. And dodgy fingers. Just to show you. I mean, you're always going to get the odd mishap on hands. I don't think you're always going to get hands and face and everything always perfect every time. But I do think, like I say, the brush really helps. That's it, guys. Fake tan complete. So that is it, guys. That is my updated fake tan routine and how the Glow Up Beauty mousse goes on. Everything I used I will leave linked below. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I would love for you to subscribe and stick around. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye.